I often come across this question by my coaching clients whenever we are discussing about new recruitments. And the question is, what is the ideal payroll to revenue ratio? Or what should be our total salary cost as a percentage of turnover? Now, as we all can expect the same answer, it depends on many factors. I will also say the same thing. But I am going to also answer something more that will really help you to make better decisions about manpower cost. Tell me, what's actually going on in your mind when you ask me about payroll to sales ratio? Is it just for curiosity or comparison or benchmarking, or is it for taking any financial decisions? I'll come to these points in a while. Before that, let me touch upon few points because of which there is no specific or ideal ratio of payroll to sales. Even for the same nature of business, the payroll to sales ratio could be very different for two businesses. The range of payroll to sales ratio can be as wide as 7% to 30% in EPC business, and it will depend on various factors such as size of your business, in-house or outsourced manufacturing, education and skill of people you employ, value and nature of your product, stage of your business, extent of use of technology, and many more other such factors. And hence there is no such thing as ideal number for salary to sales percentage. Most MSME engineering project businesses will fall in 10 to 20% range, which is also a wide range. But let's look at why do you want to know this ratio? Now, number one reason is that you are concerned about the increasing salary cost, particularly under the following situations. One, while hiring a high-cost senior person or persons. Two, adding more people to handle workload. 3, while deciding about the appraisals and increments. And 4 could be adding people in new roles which did not exist earlier, such as CEO or a digital marketing person or an executive assistant, etc. Now, you are concerned about the risk of increasing your salary expense, and particularly if you are not confident of the expected outcome. Other reasons to find out industry standards could be standard of payroll to sales ratio could be that it would be more of academic interest and they will not directly affect your decision making. I know there is always a risk when you increase any cost. However, you might be more worried than necessary. That's what I feel. I'm going to explain 4 points which will help you to make a decision. Point number 1, benchmark with your own data. You don't have to look at other companies for benchmarks. You don't have to benchmark based on their sales to salary ratio. It won't be right either. Look at your own salary expense over the past 5 to 10 years or as much data available, and you will see a narrow range, something like, for example, 12 to 14%. It won't be as wide as 10 to 20%. So now you have some real reference. To explain with a real life example, let's say your annual revenue is 20 crores and you have 50 employees and your monthly salary expense is about 20 lakhs, which on annual basis calculates to 2.4 crores, which is 12% of your total revenue. Now you are thinking of adding 1 or 2 resources of 1 lakh per month salary. Now second point is, look at the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario could be that your business does not grow at all, but the salary expense goes up. In this example, the percentage of salary cost to the revenue was 12%, and after adding 1 resource, it increases from 12% to 12.6%. And if you add 2 resources of 1 lakh per month, then it increases to 13.2%. We are still in the range of 12 to 14%, even if business does not grow at all. Now, third is look at the neutral scenario. Neutral scenario could be in between the worst case scenario and the best case scenario. For example, your business grows by 20%. 20%, which is a reasonable expectation. This growth could be organic, year-on-year growth. It could be because the new recruit added 4 crores of business, or could be because of your time freed up, or the delivery capacity was improved. Now, if you calculate the salary cost, it would be existing 2.4 crores plus 24 lakh added, that is 2.64 crores of salary. To the new revenue of 24 crores, it calculates to 11%. Wow, it reduced from 12% to 11%. Now, point number 4 is consider your net profit percentage as well. So this case is that the percentage is increasing drastically if you add people. For example, salary account earlier was 12% and additional salary expenses taking it to 16%. In this case, the decision will depend on the profit margins you work at. If your net profit percentage, NP percentage, is 10%, then it would be a tough decision. But if your NP is 15 to 20%, then the decision is easier. Now run the worst case, best case scenario with the profit percentage and you will be able to take a rational decision. Hope this point will be useful for taking informed decisions about your manpower cost. If you wish to discuss further, please say yes, discuss, and I'll get in touch with you. Thank you.